Mike Walker joins us now with sports. And Mike, big day on the pavement in Victoria.
Yeah, about as big as it gets. You know, you get the marathon, you've got the TC 10K. These are big time events here in Victoria. And of course, today over 12,000 runners and walkers taking to the streets downtown for the 23rd annual TC 10K. We are going to do things a little bit differently tonight. We all know Jeff King, Paul Haysom, Renaissance men of sorts. Well, today they both ran the race, but as if that wasn't enough, they also grabbed a microphone at the finish line, decided to do, well, a bit of the sportscast from down there. So, take it away, fellas.
Well, here we are at the finish line. We're a little wet. We're at the finish line of the 23rd annual TC 10K, and to say that today was a great experience would be an understatement. Weather was perfect, great runners, great volunteers, great cheering section. Paulie, we had it all.
Yeah, I am definitely not going to be able to feel my legs tomorrow.
But you look great, though.
Yeah, you know, that's I didn't get any water dumped on me. This is sweat.
That's just sweat. That's
you know,
honest. That's honest.
That's honest work right there for once in my life. But no, it was a whole lot of fun today. You know, every time, volunteer on the side, people cheering you on. It's just a lot of fun. And yeah, we had some great runners out there, but for the most part, it's just about a whole lot of people out here enjoying fitness and having a great time.
Yeah, as I said, each and every year you're a winner for just getting out there, participating, and crossing the finish line. And let's right now have a look at the elite runners and the top 10 finishers from the 23rd annual TC 10K.
3, 2, 1.
And with that, nearly 12,500 runners and walkers took to the streets of Victoria, weaving their way through the 10,000-meter route. Just perfect running conditions across the board with overcast skies and cool temperatures greeting the athletes. And in the men's competition, it only took a few kilometers for the elite pack to pull away. By the home stretch, it was Kenyan Kipken Gogo in the lead position. The 2010 champion was the only runner to complete the course in under 30 minutes, breaking the tape at 29:51.
It couldn't be much better today, like plus 10 degrees, running in Victoria. It's wonderful, you know, by 6 kilometers. Sometimes I like to check the tree and see how many fruits can fall, you know, and the tree was very strong. And then by 8 kilometers, I just checked the tree very good.
The top island product, 39-year-old Jim Finlayson, who finished 7th with a time of 30 minutes and 59 seconds.
We've got the top female approaching.
To the women's competition, where Natasha Wodak-Fraser followed up her victory at the Vancouver Sun Run with a time of 34:32 this morning, pacing the ladies to victory.
I was out front pretty much from the start, and I was pretty relaxed, I would say, till about 8K, and then I decided to try and push a little bit. So there was a guy running next to me. I'm like, let's go catch those guys. So I think I almost caught him too, and then he sprinted to the finish and almost took my tape.
But perhaps the most impressive performance in this year's TC 10K came from the women's masters group, where 45-year-old Lucy Smith finished 2nd overall. Her time, 35 minutes, 14 seconds, proving the veteran ladies are far from done.
It was a good day. It was a bit windy out on the coast, but it always is down Dallas. And I just kept on making, it was a tactical race. I kept on making moves to get up to the next group of people, and it really paid off because you need them for the win. But I tell you, it's like the Masters competition around here is like heating up. I'm just like racing my guts out. It's awesome. It's so good. And then to come 2nd today overall was just a huge treat.
In the wheelchair event, Masashi Shinoda of Vancouver led the men's division across the finish line, but once again it was a woman in the spotlight. Paralympian Michelle Stilwell breaking her own TC 10K record with an impressive time of 30 minutes and 54 seconds. But with hundreds of runners clocking under an hour and thousands more beating their personal best times this morning, it's hard to call the 23rd annual TC 10K anything short of an amazing success.
So with that, let's take a look at some of those final standings. On the men's side, Kipken Gogo lived up to his name, claiming his 2nd TC title, with Willie Kamosop nipping at his heels. On the women's side, it was a clean sweep for Canada, with Natasha Wodak-Fraser breaking the tape at 34:32. Lucy Smith, an amazing run, less than a minute back. Here's a look at the top BC runners. On the men's side, David Jackson of Abbotsford led the way with a time of 30:34. 39-year-old Jim Finlayson in 3rd at 30:59. And on the women's side, a lot more of the same. 4 of the top 5 were from the island. Good going to everyone who ran today's race.
There you go, Kipkang Go-Go, your winner this year. Kenyon, and Kenyon's won this race for the past few years. It's amazing to have this great international field, and many of the athletes we saw here today will be in the Olympics. So, you know, some of the world's best right here in our streets today, Paul.
Surprised you and I didn't make that list.
Yeah,
we were close.
We're on another list. That's another list, completely different.
Yeah, totally different. But no, you know, it was a whole lot of fun here, and you'd think that there wasn't much else going on today, but that's not the case.
No.
Mike Walker's got us covered with the rest of the happenings in today's sports. Mike?